If you want to have a great life, get you at least one weird friend. They break monotony, they expand your mindset, they have the power to make you feel comfortable with being yourself, they're loyal in unexpected ways, and they're a constant source of entertainment. A weird friend brings unpredictability and spontaneity. You never know what they'll say or do, which keeps things fresh and exciting. Their unconventional ideas, habits, or interests expose you to perspectives you've never otherwise would have encountered. You'll start to question norms and discover new things. Weird friends own their quirks, which makes it easier for you to be authentic to who you are. They march to the beat of their own drums, which means following the crowd isn't a choice. They tend to value people deeply and unique, and their loyalty feels genuine. And whether they mean to or not, they're hilarious. Their odd thoughts and funny stories or offbeat delivery often creates unforgettable moments. Weird friends keep things vibrant and teaches you not to take things seriously. And they can help you stay curious and open. Everyone should have at least one weird friend in their corner. New York City is full of unique people and weirdos, but you need to associate yourself with the right weirdos. The kind that is gonna enhance your life and provide you with a life that makes it seem like a Hollywood movie. I love the East Village because it's full of youthful, vibrant, and unconventional people. If you ever find yourself staying at the Bowery Hotel, the Standard East Village, or the Moxie East Village, you're in for a blast. Joe's Pub at the Public constantly presents live music and performances nightly, featuring a seasonal dinner menu and bar menu from the acclaimed chef Andrew Carmelini. You have Webster Hall that serves as a nightclub, concert venue, and an event space. Check the events calendar if you want to have some fun. Tompkins Square Park is the perfect hangout spot from 11 a.m. to well after midnight. You have two kids section, a skate park, basketball courts, and the dog park right inside of the park. It's a lot of fun. And the nightlife is one of a kind. You have incredible restaurants ranging from vibrant American bars, French restaurants, Japanese restaurants, Mexican cuisine, and all the fusions in between. You have incredible Italian restaurants and Greek restaurants all within that order. Some beautiful speakeasies like Please Don't Tell, which is located inside of the Criff hot dog joint. You have amazing outdoor seating, and the restaurant's facade have these incredible windows which opens up to the night atmosphere, perfect for great patio dining and open alfresco dining right there in the heart of the vibrant East Village. It's one of those places where you can go and restaurant hop, you can bar crawl. It has beautiful dessert restaurants, incredible wine bars, and you could take about 2 to 3 friends, make it a party of 4, and just sit down, relax, enjoy the beautiful environment, and have tons of fun, and let the night just wash all over you. Especially during the spring and summertime, whether it be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday, it always seems like the weekend in that area. So vibrant, so cool, unique personalities, and that weird friend is the perfect friend that you take to the East Village. You're in the East Village. It's a nice, eclectic, fun, loving atmosphere, and I won't give you a specific restaurant to go to because the East Village is one of those areas where you put on some shoes, you take your friends, you go out and you have fun and you explore. You have from 14th Street to Canal Street, from Broadway all the way through Alphabet City, where you can get lost and have fun and have a time of your life. If you're hanging out in the East Village, it's easy to write a story and live a life that people will be curious if you're telling a lie or not. It's where the hipsters go, it's where the rebellion takes place, it's where you're free to be exactly who you want to be. And that weird friend is the perfect friend to take out because guess what? Not only will they be weird, everyone else is in that area will be weird too. So each and every one of you will all blend together like one big giant happy family. It's just like the saying, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, what happens in East Village stays in East Village. The only thing that I can tell you is to play safe. Be safe. If you want to go down there and you feel the desire and the need to hook up, make sure you use protection. You can make friends from any background. There is a range and diversity in the East Village like no other. You're going for the hippies and the college age crowd. You're going for the people who march to the beat of their own drum. So when you go to the East Village, go out there with an open mind, go out there with a free spirit, and go out there to have fun. Some of the best streets that you can travel down in the East Village is the very iconic 3rd Avenue, which is full of bars, straight out of college atmosphere, because you have the incredible NYU location in that area as well. You have NYU's main campus. You walk down St. Mark Street and you have from 3rd Avenue all the way into Avenue A in the alphabet cities. You have some of the most creative comedy clubs, Asian dessert shops, and it's like a shopper's bazaar. You have food below, you have food at eye level, and you have food along the rooftop. Incredible restaurants lined up. You can also get some tattoos and piercings in that area. It's just a place where you can get everything and be as carefree and live young and feel like you can be young forever. Expect the unexpected, because you never know how things are gonna turn out. And I mean that in the utmost positive way. You can even catch some of the off-Broadway shows right up in that area. So many exciting things to do in the incredible East Village. And like I said, that weirdo friend is the friend that you need to take with you. That weirdo friend is gonna be the friend that adds that cherry on top. Say if you're you might be one of those individuals who are primarily conservative. And when I say primarily conservative, I don't necessarily mean your political views. I mean an individual who keeps themselves together, an individual who's afraid of judgment a little bit, a person who likes their life, in order. You might be that type of person, but that weirdo friend is going to pull that out of you, especially if you bring them with you to New York City's East Village. They'll have you in and out of the bars and the sake shops. They'll have you feasting on Japanese cuisine, tasting some Greek cuisine, and then shooting back uptown to Libera, which is an incredible Mexican spot that you can go in and have you a quick couple of bites of taco. That weird friend is the type of friend that you might need in life. Someone that makes you feel alive again. So like I would always tell someone, get you a weird friend, because life is so amazing when you can have someone to travel the world with you that takes you out of an element or makes you change your ways and makes you change how you look at life. Life is one of those things that I think most of us take for granted. And especially in the age of social media, where we're consistently watching people enjoy life or doing something that we want to do, that can create a sort of resentment in our lives. But if you get yourself a weird friend, a person who's spontaneous, a person who's willing to do things that you wouldn't normally do, that person will have you living just like the people that you see on social media. That person will have you out there living a life that's full of entertainment, living a life that you would have to question. How is this even possible? How did I get myself into it? You gotta get the right weirdo friend. You don't need somebody who's out here doing degenerate stuff, tearing people's property, getting you in positions where you're going to be going to jail. You need someone who's going to get out there and make you change your perspective of what it is to live life. You need that weirdo friend that's going to have you out here mountain climbing or boat sailing or, going underground to see this fabulous restaurant or enjoy this nightclub. You need that weirdo friend who's going to break past the barriers to offer you something along the facades of New York City, because in New York City, the facades and what you see in the facade isn't necessarily what's going to happen behind those doors. And that weirdo friend will push you out there and have you discovering things that you didn't even know that exist. You need the right weirdo friend. You need the ones who's going to say to you, let's go bungee jumping. Or you need the ones that say, you really need a passport so I can take you to some unconventional, off the map experience. You need that weirdo friend. You need that one who's going to stay up with you late night, even after the bars close in New York City or wherever you are, to feed you those jokes, or to even do something kooky and crazy that delivers a joke, because they don't care. They're literally in a position where they don't really care what others think about them. They're not trying to offend anybody, but they don't care what others think about them. They're trying to live free. They understand that they have this at least one life to live, and they don't know what's gonna happen once this life has calling its end. But they know that they're here for a good time at that moment. And you need that. You need someone who's going to be a little abnormal. It's okay to have the conventional friends and that friend group who like to go off and do this or that. But what if you don't feel like doing the this or that and you want to do something spontaneous? Who do you call? You can't go to the person who's really conservative in the way they behave. You got to go to somebody who is a little off the rocker in how they act and interact with people. You got to go to someone who you know when you just want to get a thrill and excitement like no other. They're going to be up for that challenge. And I encourage everyone to have at least one. If you can get 2 or 3, do it. Because just like stocks, you need to diversify your friend group, especially if you live in a major city like New York City, LA, San Francisco, Chicago, Miami, London, Paris, anywhere where it's a lot of great things and good opportunities. You need a weirdo with you. You need somebody who's going to have your back. You need someone who's going to pull you out of that funk when you are not feeling up for that challenge. You need someone who's gonna change your perspective and challenge you in creative ways. And that's really how you grow. That's a life to live. When I think of a weirdo, one of the biggest weirdos that I think is the incredible, iconic Jack Nicholson. If you look at old photos of Jack Nicholson, the actor, it looks like that man has lived a remarkable life like no other. He's consistent. He just looked like a cool person, a thrill, enjoyment like no other. And he's not the only one. Some people are naturally cool. You know, Michael Jackson, the late great Michael Jackson. You'll never get another Michael Jackson. Some people look at it like Madonna. If you look at the young photos of Madonna's, cool. Rihanna, the epitome of cool. You know, Gaga, the epitome of cool. So many epitomes of cool. And those are the weird friends that you're gonna need. The ones who are gonna leave you with legendary stories to think about or share with someone else. You need at least one weirdo. Me personally, I could have all weird friends because I like people who are going to keep it safe but keep it edgy. I like people who are going to go out there and have fun. And that's one of the best things about living in this incredible New York City. If I ever do leave, or even when I travel, I want to go to a place where I can always find those weird people that I can go out and hang out with. And you should too. But until next time, stay savvy.